Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. I posted for some suggestions to do remote views on. Boy, did I get a lot of suggestions, which is great and wonderful. Thank you so, so much. I have to kind of go through and pick some ones that I kind of feel and see things. I have to tell you, as I read them, sometimes I'll get a picture immediately and I'll pop up. I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But I can't do them all because we would be here for at least a 3 hour. It's a long time to watch a video is 3 hours because it just kind of takes a little bit of time. But a lot of people are requesting one thing. When is Musk leaving? So I'm probably going to do a remote view on what's going on with Elon Musk? Um, what does the end look like? Kind of a question. Write that down so I don't forget because my head. And oh, and before I forget again, if you see something on the screen that says product, you see, YouTube has a thing. If you're not making money, they're not going to promote your video. They just have been that way from the get-go. That's why most creators monetize. That's why, we do what we do. So I don't like the commercial aspect of it. I don't want to, sell you on a product or whatever. But there's a workaround where I can add products to my video that you can go look at. And if you purchase through my video, if it's something you want, you don't have to or anything like that, but I would get credit for that. And then in turn, my video will get pushed out, things like that. So if you're seeing that, that's what it is. That's all it is me just adding products. And I try to really pick the products and the companies that correlate with my standards. I'm not going to put anything on there from Walmart, although I think I did once when not realizing it, and I quickly took it off. I'm not promoting Walmart or anything like that. So I try very hard. I mean, I'm not going to be 100% because sometimes we don't have a whole lot of options. Anyways, long story short, that's what that is. So if you see a little thing that says product and you go and look and then you like something, I do get a little bit of a kickback from it. Not a lot. It's not, it's not going to make me rich, but what it does is keeps my videos out there for the ethers. Okay, onward and upwards and onwards. Let's see what other ones I have here. Contessa. F45. Drop and see how sick is he. Health, I mean. I did a video on that. I think my last video or the video before, I did a remote view on Trump. So if you want to go check that out. I haven't done a remote on him in quite some time. So it was very, very interesting. So go check that out. Let's see. Thank you for all of that. Peter Trill. Okay, so when I did my last video, a lot of people are thinking that third person, that is like kicking Trump in the remote view, not entertainment purposes only. They thought it was Peter Thiel. I don't even know how to say his last name. It doesn't matter. Uh, no, it's not him. I went to go look at his picture, and it doesn't. The closest picture that I got was the guy who lives in Canada. There's like a millionaire who lives in Canada who resembles the man I was seeing in the remote view the most. Okay, it's this guy. He lives in Texas now, but he is a born Canadian. He lives in San Antonio. He's in Texas. That's who he looks like. that's the guy that I saw in my remote view. Now, I said he looks like it. I didn't say that was who he is, but that's who it looks like. And he's one of the richest people, and his name is Jim Pattison. Jim Pattison is his name. That's who it looked like. So, yeah. All right. Remote views. Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. Now, this is very interesting. This one here says, please view the upcoming moment that all comes together for the removal of them. Why not, right? The removal. All I can do is look. That's a good one. Um, let's see. I do believe I have watched a lot of stuff now, especially the interviews with Elon Musk and his child and Trump's little slip-ups. Yeah, I do believe that they rigged it. I'm on board. At first, I wasn't really on board. I'm like, am I just, taking my emotions into account? But I've watched and seen. I mean, that's the only explanation as to what happened. But who knows if they're ever going to? I don't think they're going to really. Um, I don't have a good feeling that that's how it's all going to go down. Is the proof or the holding the accountable of the rigged election. I don't. I think that a rigged election doesn't give them a foundation energetically, spiritually. It's just like somebody, making their house out of straw, like the three little pigs, right? You lie, cheat, steal. There's no real foundation to that. That's my thought on that. Let's see. Da. I'm looking through the list. Somebody wanted me to do Putin. Putin is really, really difficult. The last time I did Putin, he actually looked at me. So he knows we're there. So we're not going to get a whole heck of a lot of information. And somebody asked me to do Zelensky. I did a remote view on Zelensky a long time ago that he was going to live and that Ukraine will be victorious and that they're going to rebuild. I still believe that is true. I don't think any of that energy has changed whatsoever. The only extra thing I see is Zelensky has one goal, one purpose is to stop the war in his country. And for him, he will try to use any tools that he can to get that done. I don't see Putin ever agreeing to a ceasefire, no matter what 45 or 47 or, the Cheeto says. He's not going to do it. He can't and save face with his people all at the same time. So there's that. Let's see. What else do we got? Yeah, somebody else says, I believe Putin is BSing and not going to go through the ceasefire. I don't either. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Yeah, veterans protesting. I see a lot of I see a lot of veterans in the street, especially the ones in wheelchairs. I don't know why the ones in the wheelchairs shows up the most, but I do see them in the streets. I see them in big cities and walking down the street. So I would say, yeah, I do see them protesting. I do see them getting out and doing that. Now, March 14th think in a couple of days or something like that. I think that's when it's supposed to happen, world like countrywide, I think. But I do see it. All right. Like another one. When's Elon going? What's going on with Elon? Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid. Now, they keep on threatening and they keep on threatening. However, it takes pretty much an act of Congress to get that shot down. They don't have the votes and they don't have the willingness to dismantle Medicare and Social Security yet. They're trying to wear the country down right now with that. They'll say it, everybody reacts, they'll wait a little bit, they'll say it again, see how they if they get less reaction. They're just trying to whittle people down and their reactions down in order for them to get that done. But it's not going to happen. I just saw a year and a half flashed in my head. I don't know if that means anything, but a year and a half before they'll even, if they get a chance to do it, it's going to be down the road. So Kamala Harris is a little tough for me to do because I feel so very, very, very emotional about that. Um, yeah, she's heartbroken. We're heartbroken. She was our future that we should have had. All right, let's see. I don't, all right. I don't know how to say his last name. Thiel, Peter. I know there's going to be a whole bunch of people in my comment section making sure that I say this name right. If you know how to say it right, then say it right. I don't. It's Thiel, Thiel, Theil, Thiel. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it right. I don't know. I will try him. I don't know him very well. A lot of people do. I've seen his picture, but I like going in a little bit cold. I know I probably am aware of some of his actions, but I didn't connect it with him. But we'll see. Okay, so there's three of them. Elon, the removal of Elon, Peter, and then the end of Trump administration. Well, we'll see. Now, remember, after I do all of these remote views, I always draw some cards to see what they have to say. Okay, Elon. Let me see. Oh, Elon's. So I say Elon, and the first energy that kind of comes up with him is mechanical. Now, there's been rumors, I have to, acknowledge that there's been rumors out there that he has like this little mechanical or chip put in his head, to make him more robotic. And I'm not sure I'm on board with that, but when I get to his energy, it does feel mechanical. It does feel electronic. So maybe that's just his wish too. When I do these remote views, I don't necessarily go into his energy because I know what he thinks and what he wants, and I think it's just rehashing BS. What I do is I come on the outside and see what everybody sees on the within and what spirit has to say about the situation. So just remember that. I'm not whatever Elon thinks or wants, it's irrelevant. We all know. So, ugh, my neck hurts getting into his energy. My neck hurts, my shoulders hurt really bad. I just have this overwhelming feeling of body ache. So I don't know what that's about, but that's what it is. Okay, ready? Whew, Elon. Mm. Okay, Elon. He's Okay, the scene that I see, he is walking in his t-shirt and jeans through a room that is bright white. I mean, I don't see any walls. I don't see anything but bright white. Entertainment purposes only. And I'm not going to say out loud what this looks like, but that's what I see. And he's walking and walking like he's trying to find the out. Now he's running, but it never ends. Okay. How did we get there? How did we get there? He has something in his hand. I'm going to get closer to see what he has in his hand. He's he has something in his hand that he is fiddling with, like a gadget. And he keeps on moving it around, and then he'll move it back, and then he'll move it up. It's like cylinder with a whole bunch of rotating gears on it, I guess is the best way to, and he keeps on fidgeting with it. He'll go backwards and he'll go frontwards. So he has this little gadget that he's fidgeting with in his hand, and he won't let it go. It's almost like the feel of it with him with this little gadget is he never lets it go. It's always with him. What does it do? So he's looking up at a screen. This is going to sound a little bizarre, but whatever. He's looking up at a screen, a projection that he sees, only sees. This could be his mind, a projection of what he sees. And he truly believes that when he does any and all of that, that he is controlling the world. It's almost like he has a screen of Japan. He has a screen of the United States. He has a screen of another country and another country and another country and this, that, and the other. And this little gadget, like he can go to China and he plays with this little gadget and he does something in China. And he's now over here, like in Australia, and he plays with this gadget and he's doing something in Australia. So, whatever this little gadget is, it's either his mind or it could be real. But whatever this gadget is, he plays with it constantly. He doesn't let it go. I say things over and over to emphasize the importance of that information with him. Okay, continue on. How do we get to that white room? I see him, he walks and he falls. Gets back up, he walks again, and he doesn't have like a normal walk to him. It's like a wobbly walk to him, and he falls again. Why is he doing this? What is going on? Oof. Um, he's been exposed to something that is eating away. Now, this could be metaphysical. This could be like just spiritual information, but this is the scene. He's been exposed to something, and it's like eating away at his spirit, his lungs, something. It is like diminishing. So his body in the visual is like going away. I'm pretty sure it's slower than what I'm looking at, but it's like something eating at him. Okay. Sorry about the dogs. Woo. All right. They just showed me a peach next, a rotten peach next to a healthy peach. And they put it together, and the rotten peach is now making the healthy peach rotting. So he is. Okay, I'm coming up and out of that. That was bizarre. I couldn't get to the point where I could see how he got into that white room. It was like it kept on taking me to another. It's almost like a when you're doing a remote view and you want an answer, you can't maneuver the remote view. I can ask questions and I hope they get answered. I can hopefully follow something, but I have no control over what's happening in the remote view. None. Anybody that has ever done a remote view or visual or channel, whatever it is, I have no control. So just to make sure that you understand that. Okay, let's do a card read on that on Mr. And these right here are really good. They're my Haunted Oracle, Haunted Echo Oracle deck. And I like these because they kind of give us a little information behind the scenes. You'll see. You'll see when I draw three of them and see what happens. It digs deeper into the whispers of the past, is kind of what I wanted to say. See what the three is. Ancient tales, resting place, dusty tombs. Okay. Entertainment purposes only. Let's reiterate that. But I got ancient tales. Okay. So the ancient tale says the words that are on there is mind what you say, for it becomes who you will be. Reframe critical thoughts. Now that whole remote was on what his thoughts were and what he was doing, uh, which in turn it kind of sounds like he's sacrificing his body and everything to do what he was doing. Um, Resting place. I get resting place. Okay. So all things are temporary. Find comfort in the present and complete the moment. So he knows that he is sacrificing his body in this, that, and the other. That's probably why he has so many children. So because he thinks his DNA should be shared with the world. All right, the last one is Dusty Tombs. Mm, Dusty Tombs. All right, and the words underneath that, it says, within lost knowledge, find the key to new wisdom. Learn from the past. Interesting, don't you think? I can't wait to hear what everybody has to say in the comments about that one. Okay, so on to Peter Thiel. I think I'm saying the right way. Anyways, he is the billionaire of PayPal, which everybody knows. If you book an appointment with me, I still have a PayPal account. It's pretty hard to give up the PayPal account, especially when I have invested a lot in it. I know, I'm working there. Forgive me. So apparently, this guy, October 11th, 1967, so he is a year older than me. He was actually born in Frankfurt, Germany. I've actually been to Frankfurt, Germany when I was a young child. My father was stationed there in Frankfurt, Germany. It looks like he's gay. He says his spouse is Matt. Forbes 15 billion is his net worth. He has dual citizenship in America, Germany, and New Zealand. Let's see, what else do we have to know? In 2023, he launched technologies, a big data analyst company, founder and chairman. But I didn't know he was gay. It's a little contradicting, don't you think? Anyways, I'm going to do a remote view on him. Like I said, that's the most I have really ever investigated him. So, my first initial energy with him is spiky. That's about all I can tell you. Like, he's a nervous wreck, anxiety galore with him. If you ever, I mean, anybody that even is remotely an empath can stand next to somebody who is absolutely anxious or nervous or has a lot of anxiety kind of energy. It feels hurtful and spiky. So that's his feeling. This is going to be a little much. Ay, ay, ay. So you guys know a lot more about who I'm going to remote here. I like it that way. I like not knowing a whole lot. So I'm waiting for the opening. I'm waiting for the revolving door to open so that I can get in without having to feel his anxiety. So I'm going to take a deep breath. The reason why I'm laughing is the first picture up is from, those little yellow minions, the minions with the glasses, the yellow, tiny. That was my first picture in. Just made me smile and laugh. A little minion trying to get in. It's showing me race car track, like the Indy 500. Meow, meow. That's what I'm watching is the vehicles just zoom on by. I don't know if he has anything to do with any of those or if this is just his energy. Um, Round and round and round. I always see stock car racing as doing the same thing over and over and over, round and round and round, trying to win the race, trying to beat somebody, trying to be ahead, trying to satisfy your sponsors so that you can continue on. These are all things that are just coming to me as I'm trying to get into a remote view of him. Now, the remote view of I have not gotten any right true pictures of him at all. Usually I can at least see a face or I can see something or a person, something, but nothing. Now, the scene that I am seeing, it's going in and out, but like there's somebody sitting on a chair with their hands handcuffed behind the chair, and somebody's interrogating them. They're not like abusing them or, hitting them, that's like, it doesn't look vicious yet, but somebody is sitting in a lone chair, handcuffed behind it, and whoever that person is interrogating that person sitting in the chair. And that person in the chair is really young. I would say 20s, 19, 20 to 25-year-old male, brown hair, because he has like a white t-shirt on and blue jeans and like high top tennis shoes. He looks very young. But the person ahead of is like interrogating him. I wonder if he got into any trouble a long time ago. Wonder if, oh, I just heard spy. Asset and spy are the two words that just came. This is completely entertainment purposes only, please. But those are the two words that just came through to me. I'm getting nervous. I mean, I'm literally shaking. My energy is scared, and I can't stop shaking. Like it's weird. I don't know what's going on. Scared. Scared. Okay, I'm out. I'm out. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to stay around and find out that. Wow, maybe he is more important to what's going on with all of this situation than I ever thought. I love my subscribers. They pick up on stuff sometimes, and I think they've got something. Okay, let's do some cards. Let's see. I'm going to do my Haunted Echo. They worked pretty well, or I'm just going to keep with that. People. All right, here we go. 3 cards. First up, Web of Fate. Web of Fate. It says, even the smallest act can have far-reaching effects. Weave your destiny. All right. Card number 2, resentful repose. Is that what that says? Resentful repose. I don't know what repose is. Maybe somebody will know. Let yourself observe with no judgment to see clearly. Thoughtful interactions. I'm still trying to figure out how this is correlating with what I just saw. Come to terms with it. It was scary. All right, here we go. Here's the third one. Intolerance. Difference Differences are seen as threats rather than growth, opportunity, Be inclusive. Strive forward. Eh, yeah, y'all. All right. All right. That was bizarre, if I do say so myself. That was a little weird. All right. End of Trump's administration. Well, we'll see what I get, right? See if anything comes out of it. Who knows? Um, my head keeps on tingling every time I'm getting into this right now. And normally it doesn't do that, but it is today. So I don't know what that means. Okay, here we go. I see police. I see sirens. True. This could be an ambulance, though. I see an ambulance. I see police. I see a big old huge scene. I don't. The the White House or whatever, it's all lit up in red. I mean, that's the scene I see. It doesn't mean that's exactly what's going to happen, but it's like an emergency kind of a feel to it, like abrupt emergency, emergency. I'm stepping over the fence, the like roped off fence. I'm stepping over it and I'm going in, trying to see what's going on. They don't know I'm there. It's the everybody is just like talking to each other and they don't know. We need to get this handled. We need to get this under wraps. We need to hurry up, clean this up. Hurry up, clean this up. It's an emergency. I'm watching responders. Hmm, I don't know. I'm gonna come up out of that. Looks like an attack. Okay. I'm just gonna pull some cards. Call it that. I try very, very, very hard to be as like honest as I can with everybody what I see without placing fear out into the world because that doesn't do us any good. So just know that I am not going to describe that any more than I just did. But let's throw some cards. Okay. First card up. Dusty tombs again. Dusty tombs again. Within the lost knowledge, find the keys to a new wisdom. Okay. The next one up is restful repose. You saw I shuffled these. I shuffled them. And why am I getting the exact same cards as I pretty much got for Peter? Let yourself observe with no judgment to see clearly. All right. Third. Mental block. Mental block. Fear of failure keeps you stuck. Break free from limits and unlock your potential. Fate reform. Mental block. Interesting unto itself. 3 more from my mystical witch cards, and then we'll call it a day. Those were a little emotional. I'm okay, but those were a little emotional. All right. Charge ahead. The way is clear for you to make good progress now. The unicorn. Healing elixir. This has to be for us. You'll find the cure to the problem at hand with ease. This is for us. And mystic visions. Altered state of consciousness allow you to see the future. Well, Spirit just literally laid out what we should be doing. So, all right, everyone. I can't wait to read everybody's comments on this. See what you saw. So, bye.